What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid techno, and back with another banger from Bad Boy Pete. Indeed, after I did reacted to his tune on the recent Planet Acid Techno, number 6, I thought, you know what, there's another tune he's done in the last couple of years that I really enjoyed and I wanted to talk about. So we're going to listen to a tune he did on Abusive number 9, Abusive 303, one of Stay Up Forever's sub-labels, with a quirky little character who has appeared on every release. This tune, if you didn't realize, it's called Don't Fuck With Me. If you didn't know, it samples Scarface, but what I really enjoyed is I've heard this sampled in a couple of different places. I think Angerfist sampled it. I think I've heard it in a techno tune. But Pete uses a slightly fuller sample set from the film, and I think the extra lines beyond this, just the, hey, I told you, man, don't fuck with me. But he uses a couple other lines, and I think fleshing out the sample set with these extra little bits, I think really adds to the atmosphere and the character of the tune. So here we go on Abusive 303 number 9, which I think it's from 2019. I'm going to check in a moment because I don't think it says here. But yeah, this is Don't Fuck With Me by Bad Boy Pete. Let me check the year once this gets started. Holy shit, Pete. You go shake my house down. This record came out in 2020. It was a year off. And it was September, so it was actually less than 2 years ago. Real sort of like galloping, energetic, like driving vibe already. Don't get left behind. A simple thing, but the character of that clap is perfect. Number 1, a sample like that at the end of the measure allows for great like double dropping and like beat juggling possibilities. Number 2, you've heard me talk about it, I love the way he often does like percussion flourishes at the end of the measures, whether it's like syncopation or it's twisting the like percussive force inside out for a moment. You heard it. Oh, it's like a fucking demented radiator with an AI brain. I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's what I thought of. But it's dynamic as hell. Like it's moved to a different configuration. And again, using not just the I told you don't fuck with me, but no, you didn't listen. So it's like, and now you will reap what you sowed by not listening. Again, just a couple extra words and it makes a big difference in terms of how the sample hits for me. That heavy, like, industrial radiator sort of sound. Champion. The acid just kind of gurgling, bouncing away. You know those cymbals sort of like accented the end of the measure leading into this breakdown? Even like the in-between moments, the interludes, the percussion in the breakdown, there's always something interesting happening in his tunes. It's like someone hitting like sheet metal and it like reverberates. Or like electrifying sheet metal. Okay. When a sample hits perfectly at the end of a breakdown leading into the next beat section. Again, the cymbal flourishes at the end of the measures. Again, because we didn't listen. We're sorry, people. But yeah, lay it on us, come on. My friend, the well-timbered clap is back. Okay, so we had the cymbal flourishes, and then there we had like the acid like became acute, intensified, flew up in the air right at the end of the measure, and then just back into the groove again. The acid like one acute, all right. Everything. The sheet metal, the cymbals dancing, the acid bubbling. See, there's like kind of like a haze like in the middle of the track too. This is the acid now. Like winnowing through steel and riding high in the sky at the same time. Look at you now. And again, that's the outcome, right? I told you, you didn't listen. Stupid fuck. Look at you now. It's your own fault. It's just, yeah, I've heard Pete talk about sampling and, it's about picking and like, finding the right spots and not just necessarily like clunking in a like full unadulterated sample. I think this tune is a great example. And did I mention his acid work is golden? All that said, the electrified sheet metal radiator, whatever my brain calls it in the moment, might be the most crucial ingredient. The acid's like, yo, what are you talking about? Do you hear what I'm doing? I talk about acid ride-outs. Yeah, this poor Ejemplo. I mean, it's just the personality of this acid ride-out is unbelievable. Actually, I remembered it sort of had this moment, but I didn't remember it was quite so fluorescent and fantastic. Oh, that's what you did, I assure you. Unbelievable. That was even better than I remembered it. One of my faves from him in recent times, and just hearing it right there, it like actually rose to a level even beyond what I expected. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. Let me know if you've heard other tunes sampling that. I actually enjoy hearing samples in different tracks because it's sort of like, you see like how people use it differently. And again, like, I heard that Anger Fist tune from a few years back and I remember he did it and it's, that was cool. I liked it, whatever. But I actually think it's used in a more interesting way here, which again, I get it. It's a different idiom. It's hardcore versus acid techno. They're different things. But I really, really like the way he used the sample. The acid work was even crazier than I remembered, especially on the way out the door at the end there. And again, that sort of wicked electrified radiator sheet metal, that might have been my favorite part of the track, even if it was sort of a supporting element in the larger sonic composite. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you're a fan of the Abusive 303 label. I very much like it. Just because it's one of the like Stay Up Forever like affiliates. I don't like necessarily like think of it when I immediately think, oh, like what is my favorite label or whatever. But then I do think that like, oh, but that one's good and that one's good and that one's good. So I think it's been very high quality, even if I haven't talked about it on Discogs as much as I have some other labels. So, but let me know if you're a big fan of the label. Let me know what you think about this tune. I really do appreciate the people listening and watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and I will see you next time. Peace.